Hello and welcome to this edition of Ringside Digest. I'm your host Kirk Day, along with my co-host Byrne and Nick Miller. In this video, we got another something a little bit different. We're going to be going over the World Championships again. This time, the game between Latvia and Canada, and Latvia will be playing for their first medal in a competitive ice hockey tournament, which is pretty exciting, I gotta say. We're going to be going over the game and what tomorrow's game will be, depending on who they play in the game later today. Who will the loser of that game will go on to play the bronze versus Latvia. So we're going to go into it, but before we get into it, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content from us. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming, and I'm sure you're not going to want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe and you'll see it all. So we're going to go straight into the game here now, which was Latvia is going to be playing for a medal in the World Championships, which is kind of exciting, I gotta say. This morning they played Canada. They lost 4-2, unfortunately. You know, we're Canadians, but you're almost pulling for Latvia going into their first medal ever in a competitive ice hockey tournament, which is pretty cool, especially that it was in Latvia in Riga, so pretty exciting. But this game, they lost 4-2 against Canada. They led for most of the game. It's a pretty back and forth up until about the third period, when you had a goal from Jack Quinn and Adam Fantilli. Two goals that there's not really much you can do on. A goal from behind the goal line, off the goalie's helmet, from Jack Quinn, and just an absolutely crazy goal from Adam Fantilli. You know, there's not much that you can do on either of those plays. Not much an NHL team could have done on either of those plays. It was just two incredible moments. But gotta say, Latvia played very, very well in this game. They had 6 wins up in the whole tournament leading up to the semifinals to get there, and those were very deserving wins. I've watched a few of the games before, and this entire one, they played well against a Team Canada that is pretty much filled with NHL players and players who will be in the NHL, that meaning pretty much Adam Fantilli. But I gotta say, they were very, very good. You can see by the game stats here, Canada did outplay them. Canada's in blue here, 36 shots to 22. But the goalie, Artur Silovs, I'm not sure, I can't pronounce his name very well. I do apologize for that. But he is a star-studded player. He is playing absolutely insane for Latvia. And I'm sure the Canucks' 6th round pick is very excited. They're very excited to see how he's playing in this tournament because he looks very, very good. So, guys, let me know. What do you think about this game as a whole? And then we'll go on to Latvia's medal performance in the next little bit of this video.
Yeah, I thought that they played phenomenal against Canada. You know, they stacked up very well. Like you said, they were pretty much leading. I think they were up 1-0, and then I think it was Balcers scored to make it 2-1. So I thought they played phenomenal. I hope that they get the bronze medal because they absolutely deserve it. Like you said, the play of Silvas or the goalie, I'll say. Sorry again, I'm not a great pronunciation, but I thought he played phenomenal as well. Like you said, 6 wins coming in. They were lights out. He was lights out for him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're up bright and early for this one, fellas, for that game. 8:30 our time, but Latvia played for sure a great game, and like they've got a few players that are recognizable on that team, like Rudolph Balcers. I think Christian Rubens played down here, won a Kelly Cup down here in the ECHL. So like that team is like got a few recognizable players. They could have. I think what they were able to do with this team was actually pretty impressive, considering like Canada's roster and all that, right? And like that Adam Fantilli goal, like if Anaheim had any doubt of who they were going to take overall, it's over now. Yeah, for sure. I definitely hope Latvia wins the bronze medal because they definitely deserve it.
Yeah, and so like we said, they're going to play either the loser of the U.S. or Germany, which I think it's probably going to be Germany. I think that's pretty safe bet to say. U.S. is undefeated in this tournament so far, heading into the semifinal game later today. So odds are it will be Germany. But we're going to move on now to the game tomorrow, the bronze medal game that they will be playing in. Like we said, odds are it'll probably be against Germany. I think they're very capable of winning this game. Very, very capable. After playing the game they did against Canada, it just Canada came out in the third period and just seemed like the better team in the third period. They weren't for the rest of the game, I'll tell you that for sure, because it was a pretty back and forth game, like I said, up until about the third period, when then just Canada got the 2 goals from, like I said, Jack Quinn and Adam Fantilli. Few penalties in the second period, but that Latvia team, they have some skilled players. They got a lot of young skilled players, and they're a very gritty team as well. So I got here like the 2 I recognized from that have been drafted is Dons Lokmelis. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, like I said again, but he's a 4th round pick from the Boston Bruins in 2022 maybe. And Artur Silovs, the goalie, we've said he's been absolutely fantastic. So they look good. I think they're only getting better. It's kind of like how Germany has been the past few years, where they've had Tim Stutzel. Their team is just getting better. Hockey's growing in that part of Europe. They've been in the tournaments forever. They've never had the success they wanted, but this year they've shown that they've been able to do that. So I'm very excited to see how they're going to be playing against
Yep.
whoever they play tomorrow in the bronze medal game. I really do hope they win it. I think that they have the skills and the capability of winning it. I think what Rudolph Balser said at the end of the game in the press conference at the end, or the post-game interview, he said that they need a short-term memory for this game. They need to forget it and just move on to tomorrow, because they want that medal. They want to bring it home.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very far, Latvia, from Finland. I think the medal games are going to take place in Finland. I think it's only like a ferry and across a couple countries. So I'm not sure. They said it in the interview, but getting there, that's going to be a Latvian packed house for that bronze medal game, I would say, in Finland. But I'm very excited to watch. They got to forget it, the game, just move on to the medal, because a bronze medal for them will be like a gold. Not having a medal in anything,
Absolutely.
they're going to be happy with the medal regardless, and I do hope they get it. So tell me what you think about this game that's going to be taking place tomorrow, and what do they got to do, Noah?
Yeah, I think you said it perfect. This is their gold medal. For a medal for this program would be absolutely amazing. You see, like I said, they deserve a medal. It's pretty straightforward. That's all I gotta say, really.
Yeah, they got to play the same game they played against Team Canada, because this is not knocking Germany or whatever, but the skill is definitely not as high as it is on Team Canada. They play that same game against Team Germany, and maybe if it's against the U.S., it's a little bit different, because there's a little bit more skill on the U.S., but if they play that same game they did against Canada against Germany, I can see them taking home the bronze.
Yeah, big time.
Perfect. Like, for the first 2 periods for sure of this game, Latvia played a very, very defensive game. They played perfect defense. So what they had to do, they shut them down. They shut Canada down. They couldn't really do anything. There was a play that they made also in the third period, which was like, it was similar to a power play bumper play, which we've seen a lot in the NHL in the past years, on the offensive power play. Except it was a breakout. They tried it in the Olympics, is what the commentator said. They had someone on the bench coming off and then cutting straight through the middle, and a defensive pass straight down the middle of the ice. They almost came down on a breakaway near the end of the game. Just puck went right past and was icing. But if they can keep playing like this, the way they've been playing, the defense they played in this game, the offense they've been playing for the rest of the tournament, I think they have a very good chance to beat Germany what will likely be Germany in this bronze medal game coming up tomorrow. But we'll find out who they play later today. But that's all we got for this video. We'll probably be if Latvia wins, you'll probably see another video from us tomorrow. Getting that medal, we'll think about that and we'll see what happens tomorrow in that game. But that's all we got for this video. If you liked it, make sure to like the video. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content from us. Like I said at the beginning of the video, a lot of stuff coming, a lot of exciting stuff. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching.